Welcome, everyone. This is Glenda Dawson, and you're watching channel messages from the Council of Nine, Council of Light Beings, different councils that we bring in every single week on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern. And every single week is directed towards bringing our awareness to our memory or remembering who we truly are, what our path is, what we need to learn. Um, Whatever it is, it's on an individual basis, although it is a global type of messages. We get coordinates, and those coordinates, we go in its different places. Could be in this dimension, could be a different dimension, could be this universe, a different universe, a whole different other galaxy, different times. We just follow it. And wherever we go, we're meant to be there. Now, for you, if you decide to take the journey with us, we ask you, if you've never done that before, follow coordinates, just close your eyes and say, I want to travel without traveling. Now, just to give you for example, last week, some of us traveled we all travel in very different directions. One traveled to the left, one traveled to the right, and one traveled straight forward. And we all ended up basically in the same place at the very end, but there were different roads to get there. It was basically the biggest lesson I got from that a lot of people don't understand, is that no matter what road you take, as long as you do it with love, you go back to love, divine being. You go back to what people call heaven. You go back to God. It doesn't matter what path leads you there. As long as you are doing your best, as long as you're doing it with love, and as long as you follow your heart and your true self. And sometimes we just need redirection. Sometimes we just need to review what we're doing. With that being said, welcome to the members that are here, and welcome to you that are here today or any other week that you usually participate. I will ask, though, as a big favor, please subscribe to the channel or to wherever you're watching this, and also share it so others can also benefit from these messages. Some messages do appear to be general, universal, but they may be very personal to you. You may find that you were looking for a specific answer and you find it during these channeling sessions. Take a nice deep breath. Close your eyes. And just allow your body to be calm, to be stress-free, to be in a meditative state. So if you're getting some thoughts coming through, just acknowledge them and send them away. You could take care of those thoughts later on. You could do all the whatever you need to do later on. This is your journey. This is your time to give yourself some credit. Now, if I apologize in advance, I may be sneezing or coughing, and that is due to spring allergies, which in a way, kind of strange. I kind of welcome them because that means that spring is here and things are blooming and there's new beginnings and there's raising of energies and life into the world, or at least in our parts of the world. And new opportunity to change what you want to change about yourself. New opportunity to take a new path and be greater than you were yesterday. Take another deep breath and exhale. And I open the floor to any of the members. If anyone has a coordinate, please do share.
17, 32, 49. Again, 17, 32, 49.
Thank you. Take a deep breath. And again, if you don't know what to do, just say, I want to travel where they're traveling. I want to go where they go. Just be open. Let your higher self take over. Your guides are there. Your protectors are there. So nothing to worry about. And this is all in light for our greatest good, greatest, highest good. Now, I am greeted by someone that appears to be like a Mary Magdalene. Yes, it is Mary Magdalene. But she has light just coming all around her, and it's circles upon circles of light, layers upon layers upon layers. According to her aura, she can expand it throughout the whole world at the exact same time, and everyone will feel her energy. And she is there to accompany us on this journey, on this trip today. Strangely enough, she does have a halo. And the reason I question whether it was Mary Magdalene or not is because she actually has wings, which usually to me that represents more of an angel or angelic being, but she came that way today, and I accept any being that, as long as it's in the light, to come as they please. I am traveling through what I would call a time tunnel, time warp tunnel. I'm just standing there and floating straight through, like if it was a tunnel underwater, where you're driving and you just continue straight through that. That's basically what's happening now. And every single light is a time marker, if you may. And again, very lack of wording. It's very hard to explain sometimes what we are experiencing, because the human mind does not have that type of vocabulary. So the closest to it is what we will use.
I'm getting a multi-universe. Same kind of concept that you described. there's almost like it's in a kaleidoscope where there's a scene, it shifts, scene, it shifts, it stretches out, it morphs, it's doing all kinds of funky things.
Enjoy the trip. Hmm.
But ultimately, it's taking us to a higher dimension. When I say higher dimension, it's, and I've not recognized it necessarily as a given state, but somewhere around 7 or 8 dimension.
Mm-hmm.
And Mary Magdalene is there to ensure our pathway there and to support us.
Yeah, I concur with that.
I'm sensing sparkly gold flecks in the air or the atmosphere that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
It's very serene, uh, opulent without being ornate, if that makes any
Mm-hmm.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
In its natural state, it's just very, very beautiful. It gives you a feeling of wholeness, a feeling of serenity, love. It's all higher and higher frequency level of vibrations
Mm-hmm.
and emotions.
Mm-hmm. And to add to that, I'm noticing that even whatever physical pain I may have been having, it, as a matter of fact, right now it seems like a distant memory. Like I see the pain way back there, but where we're standing, it's like I just see it, but I'm not experiencing that pain. Um, that's the type of places is where I guess the what I experienced through the tunnel was shedding of the lower vibrational ailments or pains or stress or whatever. And now that we're there, um, it's just whew, nothing really. There's no worry. There's no hesitation. There's no judgment. There's no hate. I don't feel any hate at all. I see a whole bunch of different beings, um, and all I feel is love and peace and serenity and togetherness and empathy and just I'm lost for words, really. Um,
It's also our senses being very much alive, all of them.
mhm,
There's tactile sensations, there's olfactory sensations, there are auditory sensations. Um, any way that you can perceive,
mhm,
there's a way of being enriched in this dimension.
mhm. And although you're communicating with everyone, or at least I am, there's the mouth is not opening. It's all telepathically, and everyone is so everyone understands. Everyone's speaking different languages, and yet you understand exactly what is being said, and they understand what you're saying. There is no differences. There's no. it,
There's
it's
no
like,
barriers.
no, absolutely not. And it's like, wow, if this is how it is up here, what is taking me so long to stay in 3D? But it's so magnificent that it gives us hope and understanding and having us realize that we were at this dimension at one point or another, that we did share this energy, all of us, whoever is here, whoever is not here, that we for some reason we chose to incarnate in 3D, but this is one of the places that we have created experiences and memories. Let's just say that. And there is no blockages to any of our gifts, any of our abilities. It's just everything flows freely with love, with tenderness, with care. Um, Even how people, and I'm using people very loosely, as beings, we express to each other the energy that comes with whatever is being communicated. It is love and understanding. There's not, I have not heard a harsh word. Um, Everything is communicated in a very loving way. Um, it's just, and it's like you have access to knowledge that you don't down here. You have access to knowledge because there is no time restraints there. There's no blockages of any type. So you able to access knowledge from your past, your present, your future, from the world's past, present, and future, all at the same time. Um, and it appears like everyone is more than willing to help, to participate in your enrichment and to participate in your ascension, as long as you are open to it and let them. And Mary Magdalene is there to kind of introduce us to each one of the beings, the light beings that are there at this very moment. I do see one or two from the Council of Nine that I have seen before, and I do see one or two of the Council of Eight. I see Ra there. And when I say see, I just know that their energy is there, not necessarily always see, but I sometimes do see. Right now, I'm just choosing to feel their energy because that's all I need to do at this very moment. Their energy is so pure and makes me feel very safe to be here at this very moment. So anything that was stopping me is irrelevant. I'm able to speak freely or communicate freely. I'm able to receive freely, and they're there to acknowledge any concerns that I particularly may have, and I'm sure the other members or any one of you can, if you have a concern, bring it up, and if you're there, ask them for help. They have always been there, always, since before creation, to help us get through whatever it is we need to get through, and we keep forgetting that there are other beings in other places, in other dimensions, and that are just waiting. One of the only rules that they do not break is free will. And free will is encountered, and if you do not ask, they will not step in. Personally, I would like to stay here for a while, but I know that they're letting us hear the messages that we're getting, each and every one of you. So if you are not really getting it, don't worry. They'll download it into you, and you will somehow will be manifested to you. Whether you're just writing, you start writing something, and all of a sudden you start writing this message, just let it happen. Or you may be actually able to communicate at this very moment. Just be open. Let the process take place. Don't doubt yourself. It's the biggest thing humans have, is doubting themselves.
There's everybody who's on this planet, or sector of the dimensions is a part of a governing body. Imagine like the highest ranking people in the universe, periodically get together, who oversee life in the universe as a whole, and it's what has a governing aspect to it. But there are many different kinds of jobs, if you will, and everybody is at that highest, while it's not the highest vibrational frequency that you can be, it is certainly very close to that level.
Mm. Yes, it does feel like they're getting together for us, say, just so we are aware that it isn't. We all separate the Council of Nine, the Council of Eight, the Council of 12, the Council of Five, the Council of Light Beings, the Galactic Councils, the angelic councils. We keep separating them, but that's our human mind.
Well, yeah, this,
That
this is where all
right,
they all live here, so to
right.
speak.
Yeah, that's for our human mind. They're really just councils, and they're really just beings that have always been there to help humanity. And when humanity is in trouble, because humans are, we love to repeat errors. And whenever humanity is in trouble, they appear and try to help, um, and wait for those that are willing to ask for the help. So they are there, just there, waiting. Um, I mean, to us it may seem like a billion years, but to them it's a second. So there is no time up there. It just is. The present at that very moment is all that really counts. And it's kind of a lesson that we need to learn, that being present in the present and letting that experience occur while we're being present in the present will be more beneficial to us, and it would be for our highest good. Not worrying about what could have, should have, would have, and not worrying about what I need to do, what I plan to do. Just focus. And if you're focusing on your children, focus on your children at that moment. If you're focusing on your job, focus on your job at that moment. Be present wherever it is. If you're with family at that moment, then be present in the present. All this other stuff is, yes, you still have to have plans and all that, but there's no need to focus so much on everything else than what's right in front of you. Creating those memories, which is the energy that you take with you. Not the energy that you leave behind. Oh.
You were saying before that the communication is telepathic, and to a certain extent that is true, but it's even deeper. It's soul to soul. There's not a need to think to speak. It's all done at the soul level, quite honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever you're seeking will be provided, is the basic message. For me, as I've been listening and looking around as different people have spoke, I'm seeing everything in an artistic expression. And it's not all one form, but it flows freely, and it elicits from each person a powerful connection, is probably the best way of putting it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's quite phenomenal. So what they're asking us to understand is that no matter what you are experiencing on the earthly plane, they understand,
Mm-hmm.
and they can help you decipher what you need, how to go about expressing it, and obtaining what will help you for your greatest good.
And it's very interesting. As you were speaking, I saw this big heart, energetic heart, just form, and just waves of energy being sent from this heart, the center of the heart, just outward. Kind of like reminding us that to act with our heart. I know that's kind of sometimes a little hard to do, but if we make a decision, even though decision is mental, but using our heart also. And allowing for the empathy, or putting yourself in that situation in an empathic way, and having empathy for that situation or that person or whatever it is. And always the center is that universal love, that unconditional love. That is where we start, that's where we end, or go back to, I shouldn't say end. I got corrected right there and then. But it's very interesting. And I see all different colors in the waves of energy. going out. It's like a radar type of thing. So it isn't attached to anything. It's just there. Just sending the waves of that that type of energy. Kind of like what you said, Jazz, just to remind us. And Leaf, it definitely, I see you glowing, Leaf. Kind of absorbing all that energy and sending it back out. Now, each and every person that is either in this meeting right now or whenever you see it is going to receive a personal message. And they asked us to be just silent for about 30 seconds so the message can get downloaded and our human mind can pick it up. So I'm going to count 3, 2, 1, and then just a second or two. 3, 2, 1, and let's stay silent for a second or two. And now I'm hearing thank you to everyone who allowed the message to be heard by you or to be received by you. For those that may not get the message right away, don't worry, it's been downloaded and it will come to you. Could be an answer to your question that you had before this. It could be a idea to a dilemma that you're having, how to get out of it, how to navigate it as best and as highest for your greatest good. And it could also just be a message of love. So you feel like you should, that you are worthy, that you are seen, you are heard. Now, they are actually telling us to go back. And Jazz, do you feel compelled to take us back, or should I? Or
Sure.
Okay.
We are being asked to allow the serenity that we've experienced, to allow ourselves to float on that serenity, taking deep breaths slowly, graciously. I will count backwards from 5 to 1. And as each number is named, bring yourself further and further, return to your base. Deep breath. 5. 3, 2. Take a moment, express your gratitude for what you've received. A deep breath. 1. You have returned safely to wherever you are sitting at the moment or listening. Allow yourself time to reground, taking 3 deep breaths, and then you can open your eyes. 1, 2, 3. You may open your eyes at any time.
Thank you, Jazz. Thank you, Leaf. Thank you to everyone who is here taking this trip with us. I hope this brought you the peace that you were looking for, the feeling of safety that you needed, and maybe the answers that you have been in a dilemma for. Again, we'll see you next week on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Enjoy the rest of enjoy your week, and just be blessed and find time to share something of gratitude each and every day. And you will feel your vibrations increasing. Thank you again. Namaste. And as always, we love you. Bye.